get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but a Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I feel shy. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Gamu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking is a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Just throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm drinking knives through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks to use Decepticons. Fake rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they get floating like up in the swords and I'm man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheeky. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja turtle rap, turtle clans get defeated. High samurai, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket. My whole to the A, and I bet you can cop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Kid, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in.
What is up, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, get up. You already know that the early bird gets the worm. And today we are going to finally, because I didn't do it yesterday, and I do apologize. We're going to do the recap. Agatha all along, episode 5, a recap. That's what we're talking about today. I do have a couple of videos that I have to do today. Obviously, I mean, I was going to go get my hair braided, but I'll wait. I need to let my hair breathe anyway. You know what I mean? But I do have a couple of videos that I have to do. One from the Exile Scooper. The one, I got a Hollywood Report that I want to do a reaction to from the Hollywood Reporter, an article. Hollywood will blackball you, and I can't wait to do that. It is so blatant what Hollywood does if they don't like you. You don't even have to do anything, or your political beliefs or whatever. They don't like you, they will blackball you, and it's literally in writing how they do it. So I can't wait to do that video for you tonight or later on after we're done with this. But hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is, all right. Let's get it. Today is Friday. Happy flipping Friday to all of y'all. Let's get in. Let's see who's all in the house today. Torian, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? Good morning to you, my brother. Junior Network, good morning. Lana J is up in here. Good morning. Roberta, hey. Church Auntie, how you doing? Good morning to my admin, Robin D. Good morning. Happy Friday. Y'all already know. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. get the likes up before I start doing videos again and not this live stream stuff. Nah, I like doing live stream stuff with y'all, but yeah, please get the likes up. Andre Ware, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. This song makes me want to do the shaman dance. If y'all like that song, let me. If y'all like, Hold Up. That's the name of the song. It's called. It's called Hold Up. But if y'all like that, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, just maybe, I'll release that on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. You know, that's actually a remix of a song that I did like, oh God, 6 years ago. But if you like it, you know, you might be able. I might make something happen where I go and upload that song as a single. But just let me know. Persetta, good morning, good morning, good morning. Robin, oh yeah, I already said Robin D. Hey Erica, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Tracy Woods, good morning. Wonder Woman, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I definitely like that song. They said I meant Shamar, but autocorrect changed it. But yeah, if you like the song, you guys start really asking, because these are like, I was gonna create a whole. I did create a whole remix of the original album that I put out on Apple Music 6 years ago. It doesn't have the best aesthetic. It just doesn't sound good. It just aesthetically, it does not sound that great. But there's some good messages in there, like Black Queens and all of that. But you know, but if you really kind of like that particular song, I might put it out. You never know. We never know. But anyway, first of all, let me just say before I go into this episode of why do I feel like my son been sitting in my chair? I know he's been sitting in my chair, but it feels higher than normal. Feel weird. He said I did hear the intro, but put it out there. When you get a chance, let me know, Erica, because I know you. Will you turn around, go back and listen to it? Then you tell me, you know where to find me. But also, before I get into anything, did not tell y'all that Aaron Pierre being cast as Jon Stewart was going to start the colorism conversation. Did not tell you. Now, technically, I was supposed to go on, I think it's called Patreon, Panthro, from Thundercats, whatever. Nah, I'm just playing. I was supposed to go on Patreon last night. I just could not get my internet to work properly. What's up, Tommy? What's good? What's good? Good morning. Good morning. And Rashad Walker, good morning. Good morning. But I was supposed to go on there to talk to Chill, Marcus, Darius, and the other people that was on there about what I felt about the colorism that was going on with the Aaron Pierre. I knew that conference. I did it almost 2 weeks ago, and I knew that was going to be a sticking point. He's not dark enough. He's too light skinned. I'm like, y'all act like he's one of the founding members of Shalimar or something. He ain't Prince Light. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you know what? Before I get into Agatha, I'm gonna tell you guys this. Batman 1989, when Michael Keaton was cast, people had a huge problem with Michael Keaton getting cast. Mr. Mom, all of this, why would he get cast as the Batman? Out of anybody you could pick, you cast Michael Keaton as the Batman? Are you crazy? Especially after Frank Miller's Batman came out, and Batman is like 6'4", you know what I'm saying, 260 something pounds, but he flies through the air and all of that. He's all so hulking, you know what I mean? I'm like, people had a problem with that signing. I would never forget, watching like Entertainment Tonight and them discussing it. And I was younger, but they talked about that, right? Now we look at Michael Keaton as one of the greatest Batmans ever. Why? Because we got over his look and started looking at his portrayal. How did he portray Bruce Wayne and Batman? Even though he couldn't turn his mother flipping head, you know what I'm saying? He was doing all of this. we still love that movie and we love Michael Keaton's performance in that movie. You know what I mean? I could give you prime examples after example after example, right? Christopher Reeves did not have the initial look to be Superman. There was like, well, he's not, I mean, he was a scrawny kid. Go back and look at the Richard Donner documentary or look at the behind the scenes where they talk about the original Superman movie. And when they cast him, it was like, could he at least get a little bigger? Could he work out? Christopher Reeves worked his behind off to become the definitive Superman that we know now, because every other Superman is compared to him, right? Every other Superman is compared to him. You know what I mean? Even Brandon Routh, they cast Brandon Routh so he looks similar to Christopher Reeves, but initially that ain't who they wanted. Not like that. Hugh Jackman. In X-Men, the original X-Men, when you go back and look at that movie, if you know the behind the scenes, it was like he wasn't the first choice to be, because he didn't have no muscles. He just had a hairy chest. But I mean, he was tall. That ain't Wolverine. Now, who is the definitive Wolverine that we know to this day? So when you look at Aaron Pierre and you're over here, I'm gonna be honest with you. We done went through character after character. We done went through Storm. Most people did not care. Now, me personally, when I fan casted the X-Men a long time ago, you know what I mean? Technically, I wanted Iman to be Storm. You know what I mean? That's who I wanted to be. That's who I wanted to be Storm. I thought Iman is just the epitome of what I would look like, a Storm would look like to me, based on the comic books or whatever. You know what I mean? But we got Halle Berry. Because we got Halle Berry, we didn't trip about her skin complexion, even though we know that Aurora Monroe should be a darker skinned woman. But nobody is making the fuss. Again, this is before they have the blogs, but what we doing now with Aaron Pierre is to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a little disheartening. And I didn't mean to get into this before the Agatha, but it's a little disheartening for the simple reason is that this is the first Black mainstream comic book hero for DC. And what I mean by that, yes, is he taking over? The argument is about, well, he's just he's a Green Lantern. He's not the main Green Lantern. Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan or whatever. But did he not become even more popular than Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan with Justice League Unlimited, the Justice League cartoon? They literally made him a household name. There's two Jon Stewarts I know. The one from the Daily Show and the one that's a Green Lantern. Now, we got aliens being Green Lantern. We got the white guys being Green Lantern. But the black dude, because he's not he's taking over a title. Maybe I'm looking at it differently, but we should celebrate Aaron Pierre being cast as DC's first mainstream black superhero. We also need to understand that performances outweigh what we think a character should look like based on color, unless is based on region. Like I said, with Azuri in that Captain America movie. The Captain America video game. Azuri should not be the same color as Terrence Howard. I'm sorry, because of the region of where they say Wakanda is at. Now, people will say there's light-skinned people in Africa, in up the east side. You go to East Africa. You know what I'm saying? There's part of West Africa or whatever. They do have a colorism problem out there because there's a lot of people that bleach their skin, especially in Nigeria. You know what I mean? So, again, based on the region, Azuri is supposed to be dark-skinned. Just like Aurora is supposed to be dark. That's what I mean when I'm saying, that's just like in a nutshell, in a nutshell, if you come from a region where darker skinned people are at, and I can literally physically put two and two together, there's no way that you should stick out like a sore thumb. And not only is Azuri light skinned, the Dora Milaje that's with him is also light skinned. To me, that's a slap in the face to people in that Central African area of the Congo, of Rwanda, and all of that. That's a slap in the face, because now you won't portray the guy as the color that he should be, but you portray him as the actor that's doing his voice. Does not make sense to me, and I would not support that. Not supporting that video game whatsoever. I don't care how good it is. Would not support that. I hope it dies a slow death, because I know based on that region what you're doing. But when it comes to Aaron Pierre playing a former Marine that becomes a Green Lantern, right? He's an American citizen, right? We act like me. I turned Dominican in the summertime. I'm literally way darker than I am in the fall or the wintertime. It's just me. That's the way that so you saying that, to me, I believe Aaron Pierre's performance is going to outweigh what y'all talking about right now. I believe it will outweigh, just based on, and nothing against Stephen James. There's nothing against Stephen James. I believe Stephen James has a beautiful career going forward. But the way that Aaron Pierre took over a movie with a veteran like Don Johnson in it and made that movie on Netflix his own, and I can't say that Stephen James had a performance where everybody was tuning in. Let's be real. Can I at least get that? Can you at least say, does Stephen James has a performance that outweighs the performance that Aaron Pierre gave in the way that it boosted a movie that 9 times out of 10 probably would have got overlooked? Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. And I'm gonna be real with you, Torian. That part of the conversation I don't like, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't think James Gunn and Peter Safran was coming in. It will have Stephen James and Aaron Pierre there. It'd be like, we don't want the dark-skinned guy. I believe, this is just me personally, that Aaron Pierre got hot at the right time. Let's keep it. I'm just looking at business-wise. Damn the skin. Let's take skin complexion out of it. I'm going to take skin complexion completely out of it. I believe that Aaron Pierre was hot. Scorching fire hot, right? He was so hot that you had to make a decision. Do I get the guy that's hot and have him linger back over? Maybe he goes back over to Disney, goes back over to Marvel. They cast him for something else. Or do I get this guy now? I put him in a role that he can be able to make his own and blossom, and he's marketable. We keep forgetting that Hollywood, as nasty as Hollywood is, and Hollywood is a nasty business. Let's just keep it, let's say what it is. It's a nasty business, right? At the same time, they do know how to market somebody and create stars. Again, why did Cat Williams say, Jonathan Majors, you cast Jonathan Majors as Kane the Conqueror, you cast my daddy? Because of the features. He had the big lips and the big nose. You know what I'm saying? The more traditional African features, right? More traditional African features. And at the time, because Jonathan was super scorching hot, look at the way that they marketed him. I mean, look how the way he was marketed for Creed. Before, while he was training for Creed, how they marketed him. They're trying to get butts and seats. So does Stephen James give you that, or does Aaron Pierre give you that? Damn the skin complexion. Who can be able to bring butts and seats? And on top of that, who's marketable for other projects? See, we forget DC is still under the Warner Brothers umbrella. So just like Disney, Marvel's under Disney, DC is under Warner Brothers. How can we market them for other projects and make more money off of that guy and get him in front of people? The eyes, the look, he's a handsome dude, no Diddy. You know what I mean? That's a very handsome dude, very marketable. And I'm telling y'all now, to mark my words, in 5 years, that dude is going to be a superstar. Mark my words. I guarantee you they're going to greenlight a Green Lantern movie starring Jon Stewart. I guarantee you if they ever go and do Justice League in the next 10 years, that's your definitive Jon Stewart for that line. They're not going to go with Hal Jordan, 2-0. They're not going to go with Guy Gardner. Who cares? They're going to get that guy. Get that guy now. Because that dude, I'm trying to tell y'all, is the next big action star. You talking about the Rock. You know, you're talking about the Rock. Who else is a big action star? Who's a big action guy? There's a lot of them out there, but are you understanding what I'm saying? They're gonna look at that guy and say, dude, we can market this guy. This guy has a look. He's gonna bring ladies are going to go see that. The ladies in the chat, would y'all go put it in the chat? Put it in the chat. Would y'all go see Aaron Pierre? Yes, y'all would. No, I ain't even got. Yeah. But and I'm gonna get to some of you guys' comments. Aaron Pierre was already in Marvel. They dropped the ball because of the Blade. He was in the Blade project. They dropped the ball. They fumbled, literally goal line. I tried to tell y'all, if I was Mahershala Ali, I'd walk away from that project. I completely walk away from that project, absolutely, because the way that they fumbled. Literally at the goal line, they fumble. And all the ladies in the chat already, I know what y'all gonna go see. Yeah, because he's a very, very handsome dude. The eyes, all of that. Marketable. He's marketable outside of acting. You can put him on Saturday Night Live. You can do all. I'm trying. And what is that going to do? You make this guy your the equivalent to Black Panther. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Listen to what I'm saying on this. Remember how Black Panther was a global phenomenon? Now, it was a little bit different because Black Panther and West African, Northern African, Central African, South African roots, and you're combining all of this in the aesthetic of Afro futurism and all of that was more of a selling point than even Chadwick's performance, because Chadwick's performance was hindered for him not being entirely and almost 60% of his movie. Like, the movie's good, don't get me wrong, but Chadwick Boseman is literally not in 60% of his own movie. Killmonger is more in the movie than he is. Get what I'm saying on that? But still, everything came to play and everybody wanted to go see that movie. Now, if, again, you got Mr. Terrific in DC, in the DCU right now. Mr. Terrific. Now you got Jon Stewart. Now there's other black characters and all of that you could bring in, Vixen and all these other characters, right? Now James Gunn can literally look at what Marvel did, right? And actually do what they haven't done. Market their black stars. I'm just saying. I'm literally just saying. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get back to this, and then we're gonna get into Agatha. I just had to say that. I wanted to say that on Chillmonger's the Patreon, but the discussion I saw that came up is 10 to cast light skin, more safe for mainstream. I think that's what I was responding to. They said the Black Panther disgraceful. The way they did Azuri, I do not like that. Night goes, who's in shots fired? Is that Stephen James? Like, and shout out to Dr. Carpy too. Shalom to you, my brother. See, the thing is that you want to get the hot star when they're hot. That's why I kept clamoring for Desmond Idris to get cast as T'Challa, you know, a variant T'Challa, whatever, in the MCU after coming off of Snowfall. Why? Because his name is out there. Everybody's looking for that. And he's easier to sell to the people who are the non-recasters to say, hey, he does kind of have the same vibe, the same look, the same height, weight as Chadwick Boseman if you wanted to sell him as a recast of T'Challa. That's why I was saying that. But Marvel's going to Marvel. That's what I'm about to start saying. Marvel right now is Derek Carr. Shout out to my brother. They give you a good first half. That second half, you don't know what the hell they're going. The second half of the season, what are you doing? What are you doing? What up, D Stizzle? Mother A, Ephraim, which for the Acolyte, was quoted in an article stating that these studios don't stand up for their choices and actors. Boyega said that as well. That's very true. And that's going to lead, because I got the special request on one of the videos that I got. I'm gonna talk about that too. But trust me, because it's deeper. I did not know how deep the rabbit hole is, but I can't wait to do that article. To that. I don't know if you saw the comments online or not, but people were just saying Air Pierre is about to get the roles Jonathan Major lost because of disgrace. I hate that. You know why I hate that? I can't. Y'all got to watch the video when I do the video. But I hate the replacement of a black actor because we don't do this with white actors. Shia LaBeouf gets disgraced. We don't say, man, I wonder does Skippy Johnson, when Skippy Johnson comes up, he's going to take over Shia LaBeouf stuff. We don't say that for white actors. Why do we continue to do that for black actors? Deion Cole was on Club Shay Shay. It was talking about the way he, because of the way he dressed, he put on bell bottoms, how the black community was calling him gay and didn't want to come to his shows. And then the white audience is the one who picked him up. It did once he got back hot again, then the black people want to go on. Why do we do that? It's so disheartening that we do that as a community. We want to tear down a brother so bad and then replace him. Like it's not hard enough in Hollywood being black. It's hard being black, period. Whether you're a black woman or a white woman. I mean, black man or a black woman. It's already hard enough. But then we want to add extra fuel to the fire by just replacing them. This guy is absolutely ridiculous to me. To me, that's absolutely ridiculous. This is my personal feelings. Thank you, brother. That's my brother. So he can say I'm handsome. You're handsome too, sir. But yeah, okay, so like Jay said, he is fine. I bet you said that, yes. Oh Lord, Aaron P.S. so is fine though. All right. Technically, the same could be said about Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, and other no names. Just like wrestling, people get hot when they get the push. But sometimes the push, because I'm a big wrestling fan, Dr. Carpy, sometimes the push is organic. When the people are behind you and the people are talking to you, the company has no choice but to push you. And I could go to wrestling history and see and tell you who's been hot because of the people, and they end up putting the belt on them. I'm not worried about Aaron's skill. The only red flag for me or the how it got being too damn old for those characters. I do give you that. D Sizzle, I do give you that. Oh my God. Mitchell got some Tina. What's going on? Oh man. DC barely markets their black stars. Look what happened to Ray Fisher. Now, let's say this, Torian. Good. I'm glad you said that. Now that Peter Safran and James Gunn is there, look how James Gunn marketed Rocket Raccoon and Groot. That wasn't Marvel. That was him. That was James. Why? Because James Gunn is a fan of comic books. He's a comic book fanatic and he knows comic book history. So do you think I'm capping for man. I'm not capping for it, or I'm putting on a cape for James until I'm proven wrong. I'm putting on this cape for James. James will respect Jon Stewart way more than that previous regime would ever do. What they did to James, Ray Fisher, was absolutely horrendous. I guarantee you, Peter Safran and James Gunn, but James Gunn's being the one who run it, is going to get way more respect to Jon Stewart. And I'm going to tell you why. He's seen the box office number. I'm trying to tell you, he's seen the box office numbers to Black Panther. And he already makes a little under the Black Panther money just doing the Guardians of the Galaxy. What do you think he's going to do with the first black mainstream superhero in DC's lineage? I mean, the proof to me, this is just me personally, the proof is already there. Just me personally. All right, let me see. Stephen James was in shots fired. Oh, okay. But again, the movie might have been good, but was it hot? Was people like 3 weeks in a row? And was it market? Is the actor? We got to understand this. I just finished Fight Night. Fight Night was so good, and I did not know those were actually all of them was real character, but it was so good, so incredibly good. Fight Night was amazing. Not gonna lie, they need to release that without the commercials, without the cuts, as a movie. It was so good. I'll watch that thing. I don't care how long it is. But one thing about Kevin Hart, you can say what you want to. You can say his jokes is bland or all that. Kevin Hart is marketable. I give you another one. Travis Kelce, marketable. This is my Kansas City Chiefs tight end. He's marketable. Hell, his brother is marketable. Is how much star power can you bring? Eddie Murphy, marketable. Wesley Snipes, marketable. Will Smith, marketable. Denzel, marketable. You know, those guys, how much can you market a guy so everybody knows that this is the guy? Remember, Hollywood is a business. So you have to have marketability to be able to get more advanced roles. Robert Downey Jr., marketable. Once he cleaned himself up, marketable. Tom Cruise, marketable. You know what I mean? Jonathan Majors, marketable. Damn what's going on now. Jonathan Majors, marketable. Because he gives you something that a lot of people in Hollywood don't have, humility. And you can market humility because he's not, even though he's a Hollywood A-list star, he doesn't carry himself like a Hollywood A-list star. He has the quirkiness and all of that of like a Woody, not necessarily Woody Allen, but Woody Allen, you know, in that realm, right? But you can also use that to market him. He has a nice smile and he's nice. And it doesn't help that the man is built like a tank, right? Marketable. Why you think he got that? A guy who, you know, came into the MCU and he hit Creed, off of Lovecraft Country, and they got this man on the cover of magazines. And you think this guy's not more? Aaron Pierre, dude, they're about to try to put a rocket ship to this dude. Try to tell you. And again, I would love to see Aaron Pierre and Jonathan Majors in the movie. Honestly, I think that would be amazing. So let's not get into, he's about to do this and he's about to take over with Jonathan Lost or whatever. How about we elevate both of them? Just like we would do with Shuri and Black Panther. All right. Desmond is about to be in a Formula One with Brad Pitt next year. Marketable. And I think matter of fact, Brad Pitt wanted him. I think I read that Brad Pitt wanted him. And he was shocked from the phone call that Brad Pitt wanted him. Yeah. Yep. You know what I'm talking about. And make sure you guys get the likes. We're about to get into Agatha here in just a second. But I kind of wanted to talk about this. We are taught that we are disposable instead of rejected the notion we go along, get along. What Kwame Brown said, the go along, get along gang. I don't play that. Speaking of wrestling, what are your thoughts on Triple H's comments when he did Don't See Color? He did when you know where I'm about to go to. You know what I'm about to go. Did he see color when he dressed up in blackface as The Rock? Did he see color then? That's all I gotta say. Calico LaShawn, Anthony Williams, what's going on? And that's why Henry Cavill should be sinister. Right. Rob Van Dam, he was hot with the fans and they gave him the belt. And absolutely. I want Jordan Peele on X-Men. That's dope. He saw color when he did the racist red on Booker T on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Oh, you know what I was talking about? It was Friday night. Yes, awesome. All right, yeah, that's cool, but that's not the conversation that we're having right now. So, but I do appreciate your comments, but that's not the conversation we're having right now. I don't care that much about Ray Fisher. I hate that they back to took and did black villains wrong as High Evolutionary and King. They really did do the High Evolutionary wrong. He's still alive, unlike the King of Wakanda. But that's another story. I agree. Jonathan Major Empire would be that'd be a phenomenal movie. Agatha hit the Queen of Fables ish. Okay, we about to get into it. I agree. They've been Erika would kill Mr. Sinister. Yep. In a movie where they do numbers, record numbers. Yeah. Oh my God. Just think of them in a sci-fi movie together. I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna be awesome. But anyway, let me get to the darkest hour, wake thy power. Because one of my theories came right and wrong all at the same time. One of my theories was right and wrong at the same damn time. But I like it. And for this being the shorter episode, this episode was solid. This is the shortest episode, but this mug was most definitely solid. And you know about the full screen, you already know. If this is your first time seeing one of my recaps, just know that I'm gonna skip 10 seconds because I don't want to get in trouble with Disney. I'm going to recap this in my funny own unique way, so don't take it seriously. Sometimes I am slow, and that's literally not a diss to slow people. I'm slower than them. So anyway, we start off in Salem, Massachusetts because we're doing the recap of what happened with Agatha. And this is when Agatha was stealing folks' powers. You know what I mean? She's over there swallowed up folks' powers. So they had to let you know in the recap where she was at. You know what I mean? And then, of course, in this recap, we found out about Nicholas Scratch. I'm going to skip this because that's where all the recap was at. So the darkest hour, wake thy power. And this was great. Episode was great. They're on the witch's row. They're getting followed by the Sinister Seven. I'm about to call them the Sinister Six, or the witches of the Seven Witches of Eastwick. I don't know. Just know I told you so. I seen that. Well, I was thinking teen had been Franklin as a radical ambiguous son of Pedro and what's her name? I thought it was Nicholas Scratch. I'm not even gonna hold you. But the Salem 7, that's what it is. Salem 7 was coming around. They were doing their creepy walks. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want this to be a little bit more scarier, but I know this is made in the realm or the feeling of Hocus Pocus. That's what it feels like. This feels like Hocus Pocus, and I think that's what's. I wanted to go a little bit further, but I'm like, okay, this is Treehouse horror, but I still wanted to go a little. Maybe they'll give it to me. But we come here and it was like up, get up. Everybody get up. Alice, them, get up. You know what I'm saying? Alania, everybody like get up now. They are coming. Who's coming? You know what I'm saying? The Salem 7. They're coming. They're like, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So they get up. It was like, because our own mother tried to have their executed. So we found out that Salem 7 is actually all of the women who died the night that Agatha took their powers, they're the descendants, and that's why they're after them. You know what I mean? And that's what she said. When Agatha murdered her sister witches, she spared their young children. So the young children is one that's after them. They was like, hey, we can fill up this story later. We got to go. Let's run. So they was like, hey, what about a hexabisson? Which I didn't know what that was when he said it. I was like, what the hell is a hexabisson? And he was like, oh, broomsticks. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, you know what? See, what it is the Holiday Industrial Complex, what they're doing is messing up, these witches, because what they're trying to say is this is the way we act, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Because they profit out of us, and that's not how we are. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. And brooms with women make us domesticated. And I was sitting there like, right on, sister, preach your word. Now get on that goddamn broom and let's go. So they get on the broom. Well, they get ready to get on the broom. The creepy people start coming up to them. Sailor 7, they was like, up, we got to go. You know what I mean? So they get up on the broom, they ride off. Ride, Sally, ride. You know what I mean? So they ride past the blood moon. Couldn't find out the blood moon is when, it's easier to commune with the dead during a blood moon. That I did not know that. I like that color of moon, especially when it's real big and you're driving on the highway. It looks so incredibly dope. And I'm a stargazer, so I like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, this is incredible. I haven't done this in years. Homegirl over here sounded like the Wicked Witch of the West. And she was like, hey. You know what I'm saying? It's like Agatha was looking at her like, you know what I'm saying? But the Witch's Row was like, get your punk ass down here. You need to get down here now because we got stuff to finish. And then the creepy lady came out with the beetles and locusts. That's the scut. That was probably the scariest part of this whole episode, because she had the little locusts and stuff in her mouth, or beetles or whatever it is. Like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like bugs like that. So that creeped me out. So we're in the 80s. Have you noticed that we went from the different decades and now we're in like this 80s, you know what I'm saying, sleepover in the treehouse. This gave me very much treehouse, House of Horrors, Simpsons vibes, right? Now, this is what killed me on this. I'm sitting there looking at this and knowing good and well with the blue headband and the red and white outfit on, I'm like, this fool is Billy. But I still hate his eyebrows, but this fool is Billy. I mean, the headband, and remember, during the Halloween episode of WandaVision, he dressed up in his they both Billy and Tommy both dressed up in their comic accurate Halloween costumes. You know what I mean? So when I seen that, I was like, shit, there go my Nicholas Scratch theory. You know what I mean? So there was like, they can't get in. We got to go ahead and finish up the trial. But tell me this dude's eyebrows don't bother y'all. I mean, he looks like a white Albie Shore just without the unibrow. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of his eyebrows. They make me sick. And then Agatha, everybody got on their matching colors. Agatha got on the, you know what I'm saying, got on the purple with the 03. You know what I'm saying? She got on the yellow. You know what I mean? She just was looking to. She was like, this is Agatha's trial. So now we got to find out what the trial is. It was like, oh, we got to punish Agatha. And they got the Ouija board. The timer started. Pull out the Ouija board back. They told them what the rules are. You know what I mean? So you can't take your hand off the Ouija board. Number 2, number 1, you have to say the words. Number 2, don't take your hand off the Ouija board. Number 3, don't speak all together, or don't talk to spirits. That's what it is. Number 2 is don't take your hand off the Ouija board. Don't talk all at the same time, and don't talk to spirits. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Say goodbye at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Said don't ask about death, or you will release a spirit. And for ages 3 and up. Now we know why the ages of 3 and up. One of the theories that I heard was that the spirit, after Wanda, the hex, basically went away, that the spirit that she created out of the chaos magic to create Billy and Tommy was like their counterpart, their common counterparts, that their spirit is in Billy Camden and Tommy. I forgot Tommy's name in the comics. So, so they go in and they start doing the Ouija board. And this one, Agatha herself playing with folks, spelled out Mrs. Hart, which we all know her name is Sharon Davis, but she spelled out Mrs. Hart. I ain't gonna lie, at first this got me. You know what I mean? Because she started doing the thing with her hair, like, I started doing that. I was rolling. And then she started talking like Sharon Davis. I was cracking up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And that was like, then she's playing with us. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I thought it was good. And she was like, no, we ain't got that much time. You really got to do this. So she goes in and she does it for real. You know what I mean? This time. And she starts spelling out death. You know what I mean? And then after they spelled out death, they start hearing. Well, did they spell out Agatha first? Yeah. Now they start calling for Agatha. That was like, make it stop. No, they spelled out Agatha because, you know what I'm saying? They gotta they have to punish her. That's her whole thing, was punishment. You know what I'm saying? But remember, she took her hand off the Ouija board. You know what I mean? So when she took off her hand off the Ouija board, she disappeared. And now everybody's like, Agatha, come out to play. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you want to come out and play? All right. Look, I'm over here drooling from the roof. You know what I'm saying? Then he looks up with the thick man, his eyebrows. His eyebrows is the scariest thing in this whole entire show. So he look up, it's like, is that a xenomorph? Look at his eyebrows. Tell me he don't look like a Bob's Burger character. Tell me he don't look like a Bob's Burger character. Anyway, so he looks up. Ah! And then she's over here getting her poltergeist on. You know what I'm saying? She jumps down. Ah! You know what I'm saying? You actually, you know what's so funny? She remind me of when they tried to do Poltergeist and Scary Movie 2. That's what this looks like. And everybody was freaking out. When she got on the roof? You know what I'm saying? And she started crawling all her hand. And then she did the back bed. She was up here on her Bray Wyatt. RP to my man Bray Wyatt. But she was on her Bray Wyatt right here. And then she turned back around. And she was like, that is not Agatha. Everybody run. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was like, where'd she go? And then everything started clicking and moving and toys start coming to life. You know what I'm saying? And then she looked around. It was the spirit of her mama. Her mama came around and said, hey, everybody. You remember me? I'm her mama. And it was like, oh, snap, son. It's her mama. And she was like, it's the Avora the Heartless of the Salemites. She was like, oh, snap. Well, you ain't getting her. And she was like, it was nice having you in my body there for a second. You know what I mean? She was like, that's the closest they've been in centuries. She was like, my coven risked everything to kill her. Like, they said, I wish you wasn't even born. I wish I would have swallowed. She was over here tripping. She was like, oh, snap. What are you going to do? Do we banish her? It's like, she ain't getting... Now, I do believe that the Green Witch is the embodiment of Mistress Death, which means you have to have her meet Deadpool. If she's Mistress Death, you cannot. And The Rock means you cannot have Deadpool not meet Mistress Death. I don't care about the girl he had, Deadpool, Mistress Death. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? All of that. Rio, yeah. I believe Rio should be Mistress Death. She's giving off all the Mistress Death vibes. You know what I mean? She was like, but she can't have her. You know what I'm saying? But who can? So what I'm going to do is possess her all over again. You know what I mean? He was like, he was like, you were born evil. I wish I would have swallowed. He's just like, damn, that's how you feel? And now somebody who has some mommy issues herself, which is Alice, who got some, she got some recovery over what she had to go through. She busted generational curses out. You know what I mean? She should have been like, damn, I feel you on that, son. You know what I mean? He said, but the only danger us is trials is Agatha hardness. Now, that boy's eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Why did I know they put these wigs on her, but that wig completely came from the Tyler Perry collection down in Atlanta, and I wanted to stop. It said they wanted her to things like, take me with you, please. Get me up out of here. And her mama possessed her again. It was like, And then she was like, hello, everybody. Hello, Clarice. So I ain't gonna lie. When Alice came over and she was like, Hadouken! You know what I mean? She gave him the Hadouken. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, snap, you got powers? She was like, and she called it out, Knights of Wand. And that's what they see. This is at the point in time that I need my American creators to use a little Japanese anime and have her call out her magical powers. Like Hadouken, say Knights of Wand. Ah, man, I'm trying to tell you, anime fans will lose their mind. I'm trying to tell you, bring more fans in, putting butts in the seats, do some anime stuff. So she was like, oh, snap. She's over there giving her the side view. And then she popped it. And now the spell got her mama up out of there because I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Now, this would have been a good time to have Winston, you know what I'm saying, and all of them come in, and you wouldn't even have to worry about her. But then Agatha being Agatha, because Agatha's a villain. I think this Agatha all along is that Agatha is the main villain of this story all along. She was like, your soul is mine. And it was like, oh, snap, son. So the orange energy is getting viewed with the purple energy. And it was like, no, make it stop, make it stop. No, what you need to do is make them eyebrows stop. That's what you need to make it stop. And then he was like, oh, snap, who's communing with me? And it was like, N. He was like, Nick. And I seen that. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Damn. So they're going to introduce Nicholas Scratch, but Nicholas Scratch is also a kid that's dead. It was like Nicholas Scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got 3 seconds left on the clock, son. Nicholas Scratch with 1 second left. You know what I'm saying? She let her go after, you know what I'm saying, swallowing up her powers. Have you ever had your powers swallowed? I mean, swallowed up. And she was like, yes, I do a lot of swallowing. Oh, snap, Nicholas Scratch. And he was like, mama, stop. You know what I'm saying? So she passed the trial. They opened it up, right? They opened it up. But Alice, poor Alice, is over there looking like a frosted mini wheat. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a soggy frosted mini wheat. Oh, man. Tell me y'all don't want to, you know, put a little milk on her. You know what I'm saying? And just lighten it up. You know what I mean? So she got her looking like a frosted mini wheat. She's out of there. Everybody's pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask y'all something. Where did Rio go? Where did Rio go? Where did she bounce? You know what I mean? Now, Billy over there, now that we know that it's Billy, he's over there yelling at her. He was like, I didn't try to. I didn't try to. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, she's gone. You know what I'm saying? And then she got about her and she's like, Now, mind you, where did Rio go? Now, I didn't see, now I'm going to play a little bit. You know what I mean? I did not see Rio come upstairs at all. Now, we know Alice is gone. You know what I'm saying? Now, they're up back on the Richards Row. You know what I mean? She got powers back. She over there feeling herself, twinkling her fingers. You know what I'm saying? And Teen, aka Billy, was like, you know what you could have did? You could have stopped it. And he's like, no, I can't. You know, it's like I even tried to. She was like, this was what it was all about anyway. You know, her getting her powers back. And he was like, yes, it was all about getting her powers back. But where did Rio go? Where is Rio? Rio did not come upstairs. So that gives me the inkling that maybe, just maybe, she's Mistress Death. She said that's what it means to be a witch, to take people's power. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, are you sure that you don't like this power? And he was like, yeah, maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. But you are more like your mother. This is what it sounds like when Wanda cries. But I know who you are. Ooh. And she would come on, pet. Yeah. He was like, pet. Yeah. And she started feeling herself. And he started up. Now, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, what he's doing is he's powering up his chi. Now, all he had to do was get a. I'm trying to tell you, it would have been even more fire. Like, he started to feel it. He's starting to wiggle his hands. He's starting to be like his mama. Start wiggling his hands. Now, I didn't know at the time that he was wiggling his fingers to manipulate, you know what I'm saying, the other witches to go get her, and she's taking a dirt nap. Get in there, son. You know what I'm saying? Taking a dirt nap. Bloop, bloop. I think she farted, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So he manipulated them, and yeah, I manipulated you, and now y'all taking a dirt nap. You know what I'm saying? And then now we see him with the crown. Now I wonder, is they gonna make it? Is they gonna keep this look, or actually give him the actual headband, but with the markings that's on there? That's what I'm more curious about. Would they give him that, or would they keep this? But most definitely, we know now. You know what I'm saying? If we're not seeing Billie English, you should see me in a crown by Billie English. I'm like, you know what, Marvel? I've been critical of you, Marvel. I've been really critical of you, Marvel. But I ain't gonna lie, this was fire. I ain't gonna lie to you, this was fire. And that was the end of the episode. And I'm not gonna lie. Again, this was probably the best episode, the shortest, but the best episode. Do I want a little bit more scariness, a little bit more? Yes. But I do like the way that they're structuring this. This is more like a television show. At first, I was trying to compare it to WandaVision, but it's its own thing. And that's why I could give him props for. But the end of this with the Billie English song and all of that, I got to give him props on this. Dope episode. Dope episode. You said, I do like episode 3. But this was a dope episode. Super dope episode. It actually had me talking out loud, talking to my phone while I was at work. Don't let nobody know. But I was talking to my phone at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, oh, snap, this. You know, if I'm talking at the object that's never going to talk back to me, you got something. You got something. Dr. Carpet, thank you. But what did you guys, if you watch this on a replay, what did you guys think about this episode? What are you guys talking about the previous? What I was talking about Aaron Pierre? Put it in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you kind of already know that this is coming.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I got 2 videos that I got to shoot, and I got to get those out. And those will come out later on this afternoon. But you already know. Put it in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vampire, y'all. Enjoy your Friday. Where's my outro at? Don't forget, come back tomorrow. Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays. We're doing it on Saturday, and we're watching Mortal Kombat. Where's my outro at? But I gotta go. See y'all tomorrow. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and Bob Hire, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.